Hi Sagittarius, happy April. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for your patience. I know these are a little bit late, but I appreciate your patience. Okay, I laid your cards down. You've got a lot of coin cards. Okay, so first, what I want to say is I feel resistance in here. I think that you're wanting change, but there's something that I'm going to say this. Have a little faith and a little more faith and a little less fear. If you can muster that up. I think something may have happened in the past where it's got you a little bit, can I do this? Should I be doing this? Should I want to do this? I think that it's that kind of feeling here. But again, it's the energy of, I feel if you work away at this, whatever this is. Coins are not just tangibles. They're earthly possessions, yes, but there are health. There are relationships, there are comfort zones, there are securities, there are skill sets, there are jobs, there are cars, anything on this earth it falls under the umbrella of a coin. And you've got a lot in here. So let's go through this, okay? You come in with the energy of the Temperance card, right? Which is a card that, it's a blessing card. It just says, have a little faith, have a little patience. Let's do this a little bit at a time. Let's stay in the middle lane here. There's no marathon with this card. It's a card, though, that says, again, have a little more faith and a little less fear. I'm going to go through all the cards, but I want you to see this. You go out with the Sun card. So it's the yes card. It's the happiness card. It's the joy card. So somewhere along the line in April, you figure this out. And the missing pieces come together and you regain a little bit more faith and a little less fear. And you go for it. You realize, oh, I've been kind of down this road before and I came through it. I'm resilient. Sometimes in the midst of something, we forget, oh, I've kind of been through that. Or we forget the things that we've been through in life that make it seem a little bit more easy. But when we've got a lot on us, and I think you have I feel a lot of pressure, a lot of everyday pressure on you. And I think that in that instance, sometimes it's like, I can't even think about one more thing now. I've got these responsibilities here. But I think that you're kind of resisting change in an area that you're clinging on to something that you already know you need to let go. You just may not be there yet. The devil you know opposed to the devil you don't know. You're in the transition of just saying, you know what, it's worse here, I'm going to take my chance. And you do, okay? So that's what the Temperance card can really mean too. Now, you come in here with the Death card crossed by the Five of Swords. Okay, again, this is something you know you need to change, you know you want to change, but the Five of Swords is just, it's a card of saying, you know what, I'm lashing out, I'm reacting instead of acting. You know what I mean? But you're kind of resisting the change is kind of in a nutshell what this is about, right? And let's just be honest, change is scary. And with this many coin cards, it's something that may threaten your security in some way or the other, or you feel like that's what is happening. Okay. Now in the past, you have the Seven of Coins. Okay. I think in here, there's something in a situation that you're currently in that you need, there's more to this. There's more that you're supposed to be getting from this situation, which could be why this is so resistant to you right now, because you might feel also like there's something more. It's not quite done yet, whatever it is, okay? And that might be what the issue is here. Okay, now you've got the Hierophant. You've got the Knight of Wands, you've got the Magician, you've got the Two of Coins, the Six of Coins, the Four of Coins, and the Sun card on the outbound. Okay, now let's break this down. I think, like I said, I think something in the past is not, there's something left with this that's not quite done yet. You know what I mean? Like there's a period in here where you feel like I'm stuck, I can't go ahead, but I can't go back, but I'm not quite sure yet what to do. It's inactive waiting. But in this card, I think for you in here, there's a little bit more of a lesson in here, like something more you're supposed to get from something. It's not quite done yet, is kind of what I'm feeling, right? Okay. But this does clear out, and you do find whatever it is, the desire, the I'm not quite there yet. You find that, and you get to that threshold, and you decide that now it's time. Now it's time that I do this, right? All right. I think that a little more organization, or I think an opportunity comes your way, and I don't think that, I just keep feeling in here, and I really keep hearing there's more to this, there's more to this, there's more than what you see to whatever this situation is for you, and it's going to play out differently, but I keep hearing that, and I felt it as I was throwing the cards. There's more to this situation than meets the eye. Okay. And I think that you feel that, like literally, I think that you feel that. For some of you, I can tell you right now, if you're on the verge of thinking about doing something, investing in something, I'm not a financial advisor, but there's something here that could be a big break for you. I just think that there's a little bit more detail that you need to know around this. This would be like an example of someone taking a large amount of their investment and investing it in something else, something along that line, or you've got an idea or something you want to run with here. It could be very successful. So if there's something like that in the making, or a real estate deal, or if there's something in here that can bring you more security in here. This is one of the millionaire cards, but it's a card here that says, I can't balance it all, right? And that's what I think that things are now more reactive than active. But you've got the Magician card coming up here, so you're going to be able to do this. You know, you're going to be able to do this. I just think there's something not quite ripe yet for you, okay? You're motivated here by passion. It's just passion, organization. I think that this is just a plan in the making. I just don't think you have all the pieces yet. So I would suggest, just for April, sit on this, gather a little bit more information. I think it's going to come to you for sure, okay? This is an idea that you're thinking about running with, or it's going to landlock you into something really financially secure, okay? Okay. I think that, again, sometimes our hopes and our fears are the same exact thing, and that's kind of what I'm getting here with this card. The Knight of Wands, don't underestimate that card. That's a very organized card. It's a very, I've got a plan. It's a very intelligent card. It's driven by passion, yes, but not blind passion. You've got a plan there. But this is, I'm not quite sure if I want to sacrifice what I've got to up my game. You know what I mean? That's why I think there's a little bit of a gamble here. And this card can be a card of, it is one of the millionaires cards, but it's also a very, sometimes it's a hard fall from grace, where when we jump on things and they're not well thought out. This is something already in your hopes and fears that says, my financial security is right where I want it to be right now. So is it worth shaking up the apple cart now to go for something? That would depend on how bad you want this dream, or this, whatever it is to you, right? I just don't think that, I think that by the end of April or very soon after, you'll have the answer here as to what needs to change here to free this up, okay? It can be something as, not as little, but it can be something that I've had to scrimp and save before, and now I'm in a place where I don't have to do that anymore. Is my dream worth maybe having to sacrifice something else? And that's what I think you're weighing out. I'm not quite sure that the opportunity that's here yet is giving you the security that you're looking for. Like, okay, I'll take this chance. I don't think you're there yet, but I think by the end of April or soon after, you get there. Okay. I think you want to do it. I'm going to point this out here too. Okay. I really do think that you want to do this. Okay, so I'm going to say the sun is going to give you the vitality. It's going to give you the clarity. It's going to give you what you need here, and you're going right towards it. So you know where you're going. You may just not have the plan yet, and that's all. It's smart to get the plan, opposed to taking a massive gamble here that throws your entire financial structure out of whack. And that, I think, is what you're thinking about here. You know, this is a card, though, that says, you know what, an opportunity is here. I'm going to need to do what I can do with it and let the rest of the chips fall where they may. And that's what this card is about. But at some point, you're going to have to streamline it. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to go with whatever this is, at some point, you're going to have to streamline it. But I think with these two cards here, I really just feel like there's something not out in the open yet, but I think it will be. And this is a card, and it crowns your reading, that will find what this clarity is. This tells you there's more here. I need to see something. There's something not right with this story. And you figure it out. Okay, and that's what it is. And this is a blessing card coming in here. The Temperance card is a blessing card coming in here. And it's not a card of running through the village. It's a card of, let me get my ducks in a row. Let me go slow. Let me make sure that I'm not missing anything. And that's what you're doing. I think you're coming into something here. I think your lifestyle is about to change here. I just don't feel, give me one more minute. I just don't feel it's there yet. Like the cake is in the oven. It's smelling really good, but it's not done yet, right? But this is something that I think has a lot of, I think you've got, your future sits in here. You know what I'm saying? So this is something where you could really, you're onto something. I just don't think you have all the ingredients yet. So I'm going to say, keep doing what you're doing. Keep examining what you're examining. Keep critiquing your plan. Have more faith than fear. Get this from a practical standpoint. And you've got the Sun card on the outbound. I want to see something, though. Because this is like, this is harsh. This is a lot of fear. This is like not wanting to let something go. And this is going to be different for all of you. So for some of you, you're dealing with financial things. For others of you, there's something here that it could be, you know, it could be a way of life too. You know what I mean? But this card here is saying, these two cards, they really just speak of, there's more here than I'm seeing. There may be a bigger opportunity here. You know what I mean? You may be selling yourself short here too. If you're getting information from someone, if this is a person and you're getting information from them, check the facts. That's all I'm saying. I think you've got a real lucrative deal here for some of you. I just don't think it's time. I have to say that. I don't think it's time yet. I think it's going to take a little bit more time. And I think that you know that. Okay. I want to clarify some things here. Let me clarify for you what this big There's something big that you're really not comfortable letting go of. I can feel the resistance in here, and I can even feel it a little bit shaky in my voice, like you're terrified of something in here, of losing something in here. Losing maybe your balance, your footing. There's a fear in here that's trumping where you need to have faith. I'll tell you this. You've got a lot going on in your sign. I was going to keep these really short this month, and I am, but you've got a lot going on in your sign. These can be game changers. They just need to be well thought out. You know what I'm saying? They're things that they just need to be well thought out. And you need to just have a little bit more faith than fear. And I know I'm harping on that, but I feel that in here. And I'm afraid that fear can cloud your judgment and you let this pass you by. And it could be the opportunity for a lifetime, literally. All right, let me see what the... If this is something... Okay, you get the clarity. This is something you really want to do, and I feel it. You do. You really want to do this. These are seeds. Seeds, though, with this card, I want to say, if you find yourself, they're points in time, though. You know what I mean? You don't want to miss an opportunity, but you don't want to take a gamble on something, right? Gather your information. See what it is that's really missing here, because you're missing a piece of the pie. But this is an opportunity that you want to act on. Okay, just figure out what's really missing in this equation here. That's what I feel. I feel that really strongly, like it's right there. But there's things missing that could cost you everything. And I'm not trying to add to your fear, you know what I'm saying? But this is a general reading. I can't tell what it is, but you're really resisting the change here. Okay. This is a card of like, it's like a magic wand. It really is. And I say that because it's an opportunity here where you would have vitality. It's not going to go away. I'm going to say that because I think you've got a dream here. And with this many coins, it's saying it's not going away. And it's showing you also that you can lock this down. It might just not be time yet. You need to get a better plan. But a lot of cards speak in here too of acting. So if you find, like, I have a lot of these dreams and I have a journal full of stuff and a vision board full of things, but I don't act on things, you want to figure out why you don't do that. Because you've got, like I say, a magic wand here, but you're just going to need to do the legwork. You know what I'm saying? And what happens too a lot of times is that's what the holdup is. You know what I mean? Do I have enough faith in myself? Do I have all my ducks in a row? Do what I want? Will I do the work for it? And sometimes, you know, Saturn will come in and say, let's just poke them a little bit more to see how bad do you really want this? And if after everything you're still bruised, but you're like, yeah, I want this, I'll put the work into it, then you'll get the gate will open. You'll get the clarity, the yes card, the joy card, the happiness card, all of that. It's just there's structure in this card, and that's what makes everything so straightforward after that. And you've got the Lover's card here, which is long-term planning, and so is this. And so is this. Oh, okay. You've got the wishes. Your wish comes true here, the Nine of Cups, because you know the value of this. That's what I'm thinking. You need to trust a little bit more in yourself. Trust in your ideas, even if nobody else does. There's a plan here. Your life will be changing. This is a very balanced, long-term, stable. The world is yours right now. Okay, so that's what you're stepping into, except I feel like you feel like this. But that's kind of what you've got to get rid of, and you will once you figure out my whole plan is in place, and then you will. Okay? Again, victory, a new beginning, and it's a timing. Okay, it's a timing thing. But I think you're just looking into more of what's really not there. Do more work. Do more work on what you're doing. Get your plan better, critique. Just polish it just a little bit more. I just don't think it's time yet, but it will be. Okay? So that's what I've got here. I hope that I helped you in some way. You're on the verge of something, okay? You are on the verge of something. I just don't think, I think there's more here. I think there's more than what you see, right? It could mean that your plan should be better embellished. You know, maybe Saturn is saying, this is what you're looking at, but this is what I want to offer you. So let's get on the same page. It could be something like that too. But if you want a private reading, we can look at this. But I think without a doubt, you already know what this is. So I say to you, get your ducks in a row. Get a plan in place. Figure out what these missing things are, because I feel that there's more here than you're aware of. If you're buying into something, or if you're going into a partnership with someone, they may be, not that they're dishonest, but they may not, and they may not have. They may be conveying to you what they know, but there's more that they don't know. You want to do your homework there. Okay, so that's what I've got. I hope I helped you in some way.